Hey guys, Jeremy here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Goldenmate LifePo4 battery, which was sent to me at no charge for this review. This is actually the 12-volt battery with the 50 amp hour rating on it. Now, this was sent to me at no charge for this review, and in this review, what I want to talk to you about is the charging method, how to charge it, what chargers to use. I also want to discuss how to set this up in a series, how to set it up in parallel. Want to talk about some of the best uses for this. And then we also want to do a little bit of comparison between the lead acid battery that we've used for years versus using a lithium ion battery. So let's first start with the charging method. So when you are charging these batteries, you do want to make sure that you are not using your typical standard lead acid battery charger, because there's several things that could happen to the battery. It's crucial that you use a LifePo4 compatible charger so that you maximize the efficiency and the battery life. I would opt for a charge with a constant voltage of somewhere between 14.2 volts and 14.6 volts, and a maximum charge current of about 25 amps based on the product page. So you can charge this battery using the LifePo4 chargers, which are specifically designed to maintain the battery's health. You can use solar panels with MPP controllers, which is ideal for off-grid solar systems. And then you can use generators as well, but just make sure that they are compatible with the LifePo4 charging requirements. Unlike lead-acid batteries, the LifePo4 unit does not require water refilling or other upkeep. So when we're talking about connecting these in series, what we're talking about is using the same size battery. It's going to be the same voltage and the same amp hour, but we're going to be able to, what we're going to be able to do is harness more voltage per connection. So what we want to do here when connecting in series is take our positive on one battery and connect it to the negative on the next battery. And then we just want to have a short battery cable, which is going to connect from the positive and the negative so that we can then connect it to the next source or the charger. So what we're doing is connecting these two batteries with just one cable from the positive to the negative. And then we're also going to have battery cables coming off the positive and negative on the other posts. And we're going to use those two as you would just like a single unit battery. So now what we have here is going to be like a 25 volt battery that has 100 amp hours. So we're going to be getting more power for longer. And this is going to be great when you are living off grid or using solar power. If we wanted to connect these in parallel, then what we're going to do is connect our positive to positive, negative to negative, and then we're also going to have an extra cable. So this is going to be a double cable. You're going to have one cable to each battery, and then you're going to have another cable coming off of the battery, which is going to be your positive and negative terminal. But again, you're harnessing the power of both of these batteries at the same time. So simple and easy to do. I don't have those specific battery cables to do that, but what you're going to have is a battery terminal around on one side, and then you're just going to have that battery terminal, which is going to be either for a top post or you can use it as a side post. And these batteries, the top nut can come out, and it can be either a top post or it can be a side post battery, however you want to use that. So what I would do is I'd take that little battery cable terminal, and then I would put my battery nut over the top of that, and then I would just screw that in, keep it nice and snug. Do that on all of these as well. So some of the best uses for the LifePo4 battery is whether you're going to put these in parallel or series. It's going to be great for off-grid systems. It's going to work perfectly for a trolling motor in your boat. You can use it in your camper. You can use these also in your ATV, UTV, your four-wheelers, and other off-road vehicles. Smaller batteries such as this size are going to work perfectly in mobility scooters. And then you can also, as I said, whether you're living off-grid or on-grid, these are going to make a great backup power source if you do happen to lose power. You don't necessarily need to be off-grid, but you can use these for backup power for some of your appliances until power comes back on. So when it comes to comparing a LifePo4 lithium-ion battery versus a lead-acid battery, one thing that we're going to look at is the charge cycles. How often or how many times can you discharge and recharge? And on the LifePo4 battery, You can do that up to 5,000 cycles, whereas a lead acid battery, you're going to get 300 or 400 cycles. And so just the life. You got a 10-year warranty on these. And if you go out and buy a battery today, a lead acid battery for your vehicle, you're probably going to get 3 years at the most versus the 10 years. Another thing is weight. Now, I know that these are two different size batteries, but we're looking at like 14 pounds right here versus, I can't even pick this up like that, 46 pounds probably for a typical lead acid battery. So weight is another big thing. LifePo4 batteries are built with a 50 amp BMS protection system, which safeguards against overcharging or over discharging and short circuiting. Whereas your lead acid battery, it's just going to give out its juice regardless if it's overcharging or undercharging or short circuiting. You're just going to blow your battery. That does not have any protection devices internally. The initial investment may be just a little bit higher, but if you've dealt with lead acid batteries, you know that you're replacing these 3 to 1. So in the long run, it's going to save you finances, and you're also going to have lower maintenance costs. So the Goldenmate or any lithium ion battery is really a powerhouse battery. I think it's important for us to get away from these lead acid batteries. Another big reason is going to be for landfill or for the environment. For those who are seeking long-term reliability, exceptional performance, and low maintenance energy storage, the Goldenmate 12 volt 50 amp hour LifePo4 battery is a top tier choice.